Palestine can suck my veto, says America, as fascist terrorist Israel applies the lube. Stocks crash, war rages, famine sweeps the land, but what the fuck? Let's have some fun. Bombs are us, London Arms Expo, as seen on TV in Iraq, Libya, Gaza, Mordor, etc. Blah blah blah. Hello, potential terrorists. Welcome to the FKN Newz. I'm monitoring your internet use. Here are the headlines tonight. At least 25 people died in Kabul on Tuesday in a 20-hour-long attack by insurgents on the US Embassy, NATO headquarters, and police buildings. The US ambassador to Afghanistan, Ryan Crocker, dismissed the attacks, giving this statement. Well, you know, it's not a very big deal, and almost all the dead are brown people we don't give a fuck about. 11 civilians, some children, some Afghan police, and 10 insurgents. Who cares about them? About 6 or 7 rockets landed within the embassy perimeter fence. Happens all the time. While last week they blew up 100 people, and the week before that they stormed the British Council buildings. It's no biggie. Honestly, we eat that shit for breakfast round here. Crocker was echoing the sentiments of NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen, who didn't say, "The attack was unspectacular. Like most people, I am often bored by having rockets rain down on my house and dead people pile up in the streets." It's so 2006. The transition will continue. We will hand the country's insecurity over to the people who dealt with these attacks so effectively. Why, within 20 hours the machine gunning had stopped. That's pretty good. No, really, it is. You know what is spectacular though? This dead insurgent looks like a starving caveman, and he held up 2 helicopter gunships and half the special forces in Kabul all day. If I were NATO, I'd hire these guys instead of the Keystone cops they've got working for them. They fight all day for fuck all with a $10 AK-47 knocked up in a field by a tractor mechanic. Pretty good value for money compared to the trillions in debt we're paying to kill him. More on that story later. Elsewhere in the Middle East, Palestine will present its case for statehood to the UN. America is expected to veto the move because it supports a world where dispossessed people will never be able to determine their own destiny if the bankers who prop up our country don't want them to. It's not that I'm anti-Semitic, I'm anti-tosser. You see, there's nothing wrong with being Jewish or wanting a homeland of your own, or taking it from someone else because God says you're special, or subjecting other humans to group punishment and inhumane treatment, or underpinning fractional reserve banking, ensuring debt-ridden lives for billions whose leaders were stupid enough to agree to the whole thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. But personally, I think all you nationalists, capitalists, consumerists, racists, divine religious believers, chosen peoples, and zombie shoppers are tossers. Israelis are tossers, the British are tossers, Americans are tossers, Muslims, Christians, Jews, you're all a bunch of myopic, nasty, unevolved shitbags infecting the planet with various forms of differential prejudice and moronic self-destructive labeling. We're all human and we all live on a rock spinning in space. I thought we'd all seen those pictures. There are no borders, there are no cunt trees, there are no races or gods but those you make for yourself. So could you all please stop being tossers and fucking up the planet and other people's lives, and let's have some fun. It's just a thought.
Party.
As stocks crash, war rages and famine sweeps the land, many people want to have a party. The search for enjoyment, happiness or fun in life has become much more important. Here's Rabid Hedonist with this report.
So you want to have a good time? Well, tough shit. Life is a grasping rat race for economic status, and enjoying it is the preserve of uber-wealthy, mansion-dwelling playboys or supermodel socialite lovely people. All you ugly, poor, struggling economic slaves have to look forward to is austerity, fear, tension, insecurity, state surveillance, gradual planetary degradation, environmental collapse, social unrest, longer hours, higher taxes, and short lives of anxiety and status grasping. Fun for you will be buying some shit you don't need for the momentary pleasure of owning a piece of plastic crap made in China from the entrails of planet Earth. Your party will be getting drunk on industrial poisons, waving your dick at billboard porn, consuming buckets of slop, fat, salt and sugar, cheering your neo-fascist national team on during sanctioned advertising sportsgasms, and praising Jeebus for the good sense to help you kill brown people while you suck his imaginary cock of salvation. Should your addled brain momentarily glimpse your own putrid complicity in the nightmare we created, state-sanctioned medicines will be applied to warp your mind until you find it all acceptable. Yeah baby, let's party to the shoppers of Earth as the make shit eat shit economy squeezes out another steamy log. We'll be back for seconds. What else are you gonna do? All the good drugs are illegal and music is a mediocre mix of porn video and celebrity franchise. So just put the TV on and have a Coke. It's as good as it gets.
Hey, it's me, Conspiracy Clown, because it's not enough your government are lying, murdering scum. So, it has been reported that there was some kind of problem with the moon landings and that they were faked by the US government. They weren't. Well, that's it. Hey, it's a short segment, this part of the show, just helping to spread the truth. Oh, what's that? You want evidence? You sure? Because normally a conspiracy just needs another conspiracy theorist to say it's true, and you're happy with that. It's very scientific, you see. I don't know if I can compete. Okay, fine. Here we go then. There's mountains of scientific data and corroboration of the manned moon missions. It's there. Anytime you heat-seeking truth missiles take your all-seeing eye out of your ass and focus on it instead of some delusional video you watched at the University of YouTube. There are tons of moon rocks and interesting facts about surviving radiation and taking pictures on the moon. Hey! Moon hoax videos never deal with scientific evidence. Can't work out why. Any ideas? Answers on a postcard to I'll believe anything anyone says as long as it doesn't interfere with my delusion. Right up until McDonald's open up a moon base. Watch out though, when a moon hoaxer takes his head out his ass, it's not pretty. Usually all sorts of shit comes out. Chemtrails, aliens in the hollow earth 2012, you know the kind of thing. Hey! This portion of the fucking news was brought to you by Let's Make Up Conspiracies testing how well our education system barely educates alternative people so they think they're smarter than everybody but can do nothing about the real shit going down. After all, it's not enough our government are lying, murdering scum, our economy is a provable fraud, and our planet's owned by a few wealthy tyrants. Hey! Well, it is for me. So, until next time, be well, be happy, be free.
In the UK, Europe's biggest arms show is getting underway in London today. The Defence Systems Equipment International is Europe's largest defence show. Here's a promotional video from BAE Systems. The UK is the world's second largest arms exporter and is rightfully proud of its machinery of death. Among those we've invited to the exhibition are delegations from China, Algeria, Saudi Arabia, Colombia, Pakistan, Oceania, Eurasia, Hades, Mordor, and the Netherworld. Because at BAE Systems we understand that killing, maiming, and intimidating your population is important to you.
That's why we make a complete range of horrific equipment to help you do it. From high-tech surveillance to testicle electrodes, from child-maiming cluster bombs to bunker busters, our ordnance is second to none. Need to fight off your oppressed masses? No problem. We've got the guns, tanks, armoured vehicles, tear gas and handcuffs to fuck up your dissenting economic slaves' plans for liberation. Special discounts for dictators, tyrants and unsavoury regimes. Royalty welcome, demonstrations available on request, as seen on TV in Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, etc. Blah blah blah. BAE Systems. Killing, oppression and the defence of exploitation. It's our business. Why take a chance on anything else? Bomb of the week! Bomb of the week!
This week's Bomb of the Week was in that peaceful haven of tranquility, Kabul in Afghanistan, where a cargo truck packed with explosives struck a NATO outpost south of the capital late on Saturday, killing at least 5 people and wounding 77 coalition troops. The injury toll was one of the worst for foreign forces in a single explosion in the decade-long war, and it's our Bomb of the Week. Join us again as we bomb and get bombed for peace and freedom on Earth. And finally, in the UK, police are investigating claims of kidnap and slavery after discovering 55 million people living in squalid conditions across the country. Other people claim they were forced to work for as little as £5.80 an hour and live in dense housing conurbations known as towns and cities, while their captors, a small group of wealthy bankers, lived lives of decadent luxury. The slaves, in physical and emotionally fragile states, were allegedly put to work day and night, forced to live in squalor and threatened with inadequate benefits if they tried to leave. In April, some broke free from their alleged confinement and told the police their story. Many have been found in cheap cardboard houses they paid the bankers most of their income to live in. Others have been forced to live in Leeds, made to watch X Factor and eat frozen food from Iceland. Detective Inspector from Bedfordshire said, "Some of these people wear clothes from Primark and shop at Argos. These people are institutionalized and freeing them will be a long and painful process." Thanks, and now the weather. Bombing and killing across most of the earth, much of it instigated by the arms trade, with some homemade bombs likely in places of occupation. Quite a lot of hypocrisy expected at the UN when Palestine asks for statehood, with just a chance for the rest of the planet of no one enjoying anything but beer and shopping, until the inevitable collapse of our Ponzi scheme economy. Have a nice weekend!